The Kenya Catholic bishops chose to speak truth to power and delivered a powerful critique of President William Ruto's government, accusing it of perpetuating lies, using state machinery to suppress dissent, and failing to address the suffering of ordinary Kenyans. The administration responded with a flurry of defensive statements, but the bishops insisted that the government's actions were eroding democratic gains. During their plenary meeting on November 14th, held at the Catholic Archdiocese of Nairobi, Clergy, the bishops led by Most Reverend Maurice Muhatia, Makumba of Kisumu, Chairperson of the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, condemned the government's failure to uphold its campaign process.
So that you feel compelled to voice our grave concerns regarding the troubling political climate that has gripped our country. We have made clear statements many times in the recent past with very little response from the government. Despite the calmness we are experiencing, there is a lot of anxiety, and most people are losing trust in the government. Consequently, we raise these important observations and concerns that should be addressed. The first, political wrangles. The political wrangles in the government have generated unwanted tensions and deepened divisions among our people. Further, it has created an environment of mistrust among the citizens and within the government itself. Number two, corruption and politics of self-interest. The elected leaders have been mandated to fulfill roles conferred to them by the Constitution. They are among the highest paid legislators in the world. We are troubled by their heightened insensitivity and irresponsibility in carrying out their tasks, allowing themselves to be captured and compromised in corrupt deals. Corruption may not always involve financial benefits, but the unjust use of position and authority or abuse of office. The massive greed we are witnessing is shocking and heartbreaking.
While on it, President William Ruto responded to sharp criticism from the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, who accused his administration of fostering a culture of lies. Speaking at a graduation ceremony at Tangaza University on Friday, November 15th, Ruto urged the clergy to ensure their statements are factual to avoid misleading the public.
Relationship with Catholic University, some of my children learned there. And so in this compound, we've been here many times around this compound. And it is very gratifying that we are here today to do this together. And I want to ask all of us, leaders, the clergy, Kenyans, to work together towards a nation that we can all be proud of. And even as we engage in public discourse on matters that are important to the people of Kenya, we must be careful to be factual, lest we become victims of the things we accuse others of doing. I know you know what I mean. Finally, go forth, therefore, with the confidence of someone empowered here at Tangaza University, ready to teach minds, to touch hearts, and to transform lives everywhere you go. May God be with you, and may you honor His will by living up to your purpose. God bless you. God bless our great country, Kenya, and God bless Tangaza. Asanteni sana.
And President William Ruto later changed tune and said he has heard the concerns raised by the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops and that he will make corrections on the issues they highlighted when they accused him of entrenching a deeply rooted culture of lies in the country.
Tumekuja hapa kumshukuru Mungu na pia Papa wetu kwa kuteua na kumpa nafasi askofu wetu mpya, Askofu Peter Kimani. On behalf of the government of Kenya, I want to congratulate you, Bishop Peter Kimani. Congratulations on your appointment as the Bishop of Embu. Na mimi nataka nikuhakikishie vile viongozi wengine wamesema, sote tuko tayari kufanya kazi na wewe vile tunafanya kazi na wenzako katika uaskofu wa sehemu mbalimbali na kanisa Katoliki kwa ujumla. Wiki hii imekuwa wiki mzuri sana kwangu na kanisa la Katoliki. Kwa sababu leo mimi niko Embu kwa sherehe hii ya muhimu sana ya askofu wetu wa Embu. Jana nilikuwa katika graduation ya Tangaza University ambayo inasimamiwa na kanisa letu la Katoliki. Na juzi nilipata salamu kutoka maaskofu wetu ya barua. So mimi nafikiri ndio nikamilishe kesho, nafikiri nitatafuta mahali ya kwenda ibada ya Jumapili katika kanisa Katoliki ndio iwe complete. Hii wiki ikae mzuri.
And former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has strongly criticized the session of politicians for what he described as the mistreatment of religious leaders. Gachagua, speaking during a Sunday service at PCA Mtero Karakona Church in Kajiado County, urged President William Ruto to listen to the clergy rather than dismiss their concerns. Gachagua warned that the current administration risks repeating the mistakes of former President Daniel Arap Moi, who allegedly oppressed and humiliated religious leaders.
We were very disappointed when our Catholic bishop spoke and we saw some members of parliament abusing them, lecturing them, talking down to our spiritual fathers. Those are anointed men and women of God, and we must respect them. And I'm happy that yesterday our President, Dr. William Ruto, acknowledged that the Catholic bishops had raised some issues, and he committed to listen to them for them to be addressed. That is the way to go. So tunataka kuambia hawa waheshimiwa wanatukana maaskofu. I saw the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly lecturing Catholic bishops like children. Mimi nataka niambie nyinyi viongozi, acheni kiburi. Acheni kiburi. Those of us who have been around for a while, we know the politics of this country bila naenda. Mimi nilikuweko kwa serikali ya Moi, nilikuweko kwa serikali ya Kibaki, nilikuweko ya Uhuru Kenyatta, kwa hii ya William Ruto, na hiyo majivuno mko nayo na hiyo maringo ndio ilikuweko 1990 wakati ya Moi, ya kutukana maaskofu na kuwaongelesha vile mnataka. And we all know what were the consequences of being abusive to spiritual leaders. Nyinyi mnaweza kuona mko na nguvu sana, mko na mamlaka na mnajisikia sana, kwamba mnakosea maaskofu wetu heshima, mnakosea viongozi wetu wa kidini heshima. be very careful. History could easily repeat itself. Because hiyo barabara mumeenda, that culture of intolerance, culture of being abusive to spiritual leaders was there in the 1990s, in the last years of President Daniel Moi. That kind of arrogance I'm seeing, niliona wakati hiyo, nilikuwa kijana mdogo kwa serikali ya Moi. I can see the same pattern, and you all know what the consequences were.
Him as a part of an
And retired President Uhuru Kenyatta has called on leaders and Kenyans to respect one another to maintain peace and unity in the country. Speaking on Saturday during the consecration and installation of Bishop Peter Kimani in Embu Diocese, Uhuru seemingly avoided direct political discussions, instead urging leaders to accord respect to citizens so that the latter can reciprocate in a thinly veiled criticism of the current political atmosphere. Uhuru highlighted issues with the current regime, particularly the lack of respect among leaders.
They will never make.
Lakini ningependa kuungana na yale yamesemwa hapa na mwenzetu makamu wa rais. Tuombee nchi yetu, tuombee amani, tuombee uwiano kati ya viongozi na wananchi, tuache mambo ya ukabila na kutengana. Sisi wote ni Wakenya, na Kenya haiwezi kufaulu watu wakiwa na utengemano, wakiwa wakipiana maneno, wakiwa hawaheshimiani. Vile tumesema bishopu wa waheshimu, nini mtarudisha hiyo? Viongozi pia mheshimu wananchi, watarudisha hiyo. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka nifikishie hapo. My friend, my Lord Bishop, unajua sasa hata kama wanakukaribisha hapa, mimi nimepoteza rafiki. Siwezi kuwa na mtu nitakuwa tukicheka na yeye. Sasa namuogopa kwa sababu najua amepandishwa cheo.